And we are back. So let's see what the next chapter has in store for us, eh? What's that, cake? Interesting. The writer of the first word, not the writer of the last. With the something of the light, with the terror of the light, and the shadows cast. The third, now offer the project of the something of the night. This is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet when you are gone. Something
Who
like
was
that.
writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
Interesting. Do we actually have anything else in here? Ooh, ominous.
The city was not real. I was limited to the confines of the dream.
Okay. So I guess there is really nothing else to do, huh? Well, let's progress. Let's see what awaits. Hopefully, we will soon get out of this.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something that soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
Interesting. Oh no, blue light. Are we again in the substation? Cult of the Ward. I hope not. I really have seen enough of that. Damn it. Okay. Oh man. Yes, this is where we already were.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
Indeed. This is where we battled all those things. Interesting. Oh, look at that, you can go out. Maybe, maybe not. Yes, you can. The dark place. Okay. So, this is where we came down, huh? Okay, first of all, let's see if anything else is back there. Doesn't seem so. Well, let's progress. Yes. Now we are officially back. So I guess we have to go to the building. Right.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
Okay, so we have 4 charges now. Hey, look at that.
Time loses meaning here. How long have I been trying to escape? Long enough for Alice to think I'm dead.
I hear ringing.
The payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Is it the same that we had seen before? Ah, yes. There it is.
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did. I...
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will come.
Wait, hello?
Interesting. So we already figured out that there is a double of us. And I guess the scratch guy, or the manifestation of it, has to be same thing, person, whatever. So we have to go in, eh? Don't think anything else is here to do. Let's go. Well, how do you expect me to do this? Because I cannot get the angle right.
The writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Okay. Right.
Alice's photo equipment, set to go off when the door opens.
Question is why.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice!
I wonder if this is the apartment from the first game.
Alice. This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
Interesting.
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Yeah, it's not the first apartment from the first game. This is different. Which is weird, you know, because we go by the story, Alan never returned, so why should there be a difference in apartment?
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
Okay, so we have to find a memory card. Nice. Yes, part 1, eh?
Alice's memory card.
Simple enough. Still. This game is really good and at giving you more questions than really answers. So, I guess we have to focus with the camera on something.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do, too, sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
So the weird thing was the lamp in the back where she was talking was flickering, so was this light from wherever it came. And the whole thing is an interesting point, you know, because in the first game, Alan was kind of he was kind of a dick. I didn't like his characteristics. And the descriptions that she made actually made more sense than what I guess really happened to Alan. Okay, let's see.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
Chapter app.